Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for a fantastic 2019. I've got a lot in store for you this year, starting with today's episode, which is part 1 on how to write a book in 90 days or less. So I hope you like it. Let's get started. Are you a doctor or medical professional that wants to become the authority in the field? Do you want to attract more high-quality clients, the kinds that pay, stay, and refer? Do you want to make 10 times more money in your business this year? Well, that's just some of the advantages that publishing a book can do for you. It's not any kind of book, though. It's a specific kind of book called an authority book. In today's show, I'm going to teach you how and why you should write and publish your own book, even if you don't think you're an expert in your topic. Maybe you think you're not a good writer, you don't know really where to start or how to do it, or simply you just don't think you have the time. That's all next on the Regenerative Warrior Show.
Welcome to the Regenerative Warrior Podcast, Doctor's Edition. One of the fastest growing regenerative medicine and anti-aging podcasts in the world. Each and every Tuesday and Thursday, I talk to the top experts to show doctors how to market, manage, and magnify their practice to help more people and make more money. Each episode is short and to the point without wasting your time with pointless conversation. Learn the skills to be successful without traveling to seminars or paying for expensive consulting fees. Are you ready? Because I am. I'm Dr. Ross Carter, and it's time to start the Regenerative Warrior Podcast now.
Many of you who listen to this podcast probably don't really know much about me. To begin with, I think of myself more as a guide. I found that the best way to get what I want is to really help others get what they want. So why should you listen to me about publishing a book? Well, I've built my brand and several multi-million-dollar businesses because of the books that I have published. I'm actually a 2-time best-selling author. I'm an international speaker. I have a fellowship in stem cell therapy. And if you don't know it, this podcast is one of the largest regenerative medicine podcasts in the world for doctors. So I want to thank you so much for listening today. If you're interested in building your business around your life and not your life around your business, you're really in the right place. If you're interested in 10xing your income, while taking some time off, having more fun, spending more time with your family, then the next 10 minutes really could change your life and your practice. Now, I'm going to show you what I believe is the most powerful strategy to build and expand your business. See, by building your credibility and your authority, by working with your ideal clients, you'll make the money that you really deserve. And if that sounds good to you, you're in the right place, like I said. I started my physical rehab practice in Atlanta way back in 1996, and things went pretty well at first. I grew my practice really large, and then I even opened a second location. However, as time went on, the insurance laws changed, as most of you probably know, which made it really hard for me to succeed. And it got so bad about 5 years ago, we were actually facing bankruptcy. It was a scary feeling when the balance on your loans seemed more than the value of your office. You know, I know what it's like to struggle as a business. However, I was able to turn it all around in about 90 days, and I'm going to show you how I did it. And you can apply this technique and change your business completely. My first question is this: what business are you really in? I believe that all businesses are really in the attention-getting business. The reason I say this is if you don't get attention for your products or your services, you're not going to get paid for what you do. There was a study out of Microsoft that a person really has an attention span of probably about 8 seconds, like the same as a goldfish. Now think about it. Right now, the hardest thing in the world is to get someone's attention. You've got a couple seconds to do that. Why is that? Because we have distractions all the time, like our cell phones. We are so dependent on these devices. Just think about the last time your phone died and you couldn't charge it. You probably felt a little lost. Now, this device is where most people get their information, their knowledge, their news, their entertainment, everything. And in fact, the average person gets about 150 emails and texts a day. You, as a business owner, you have to get past all that noise. Hi, sorry for the interruption. Advanced Regenerative Medicine Institute has announced their second annual Evolve Conference, which I will be speaking at. So if you want to join me on February 7th through the 9th, which is about a month away, in Salt Lake City, Utah. You can get a 15% discount on your registration when you use the code WARRIOR15. That's WARRIOR15, and you get 15% off. Back to the show. So after getting someone's attention, what is the next most difficult thing to get? Well, it turns out it's someone's trust. And one of the fastest ways to build potential trust is not by giving them your business card, which is usually what happens in a social environment. Have you noticed how few people will call you from that card? Because you haven't built up enough trust yet. The problem with the traditional business card is that it doesn't show that you're an authority in your industry and how you solve their problem. Because of this, we just don't value business cards and we'll throw them away pretty quickly. There's something called a $1 million business card, which is actually a best-selling book. This is the kind of book that talks about a specific problem that your customer is having. It shows your customer how you solve their problem, but more importantly, it shows how you solve their problem better than anybody else. That is what we call an authority book. See, when you give someone one of these authority books, it shows them how you can solve their problem. It gets their attention and it builds trust quickly. They will see you as an expert in your field. And when you become the expert, you get treated and paid like an expert. So how did I discover this idea? Well, I was promoting at a health fair, and I saw another business owner that had a line of people at his booth. And what he was doing was giving away his books to his potential clients in exchange for their contact information. And he told me that writing his book changed his business. After that, I was really determined to do my own book, but I really didn't know how to write a book. I'm really not a good writer. I didn't have a whole lot of time. So after working unsuccessfully for about 6 months, I decided I needed help, and I hired a coach. I was able to finally finish my book, release it, and become a bestseller. And because of my book, I doubled my income within 6 months. The system that I teach now was the system I learned back then. And it's helped thousands of regular business owners grow their business by publishing a book and becoming a bestseller in usually around 90 days. Now, due to time constraints, today's episode is just kind of an intro into why you should publish a book. And next week, I'll continue and we'll get to the steps on actually how you can do this for yourself. Hey, do me a favor. Please share this episode with your friends or colleagues that really need help growing their business. And until next week, I'll see you then.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. Please subscribe to be notified of all new episodes, and also like and share this to help us grow. To find out more about this speaker, become a speaker on our show, to have Dr. Carter present at your event or podcast, learn more about coaching, consulting, tissue allografts, exosomes, supplements, legal help, or how to create a $1 million business card to dominate your local area, we're here to help you. Just text your name and your question to 561-962-1231. Write that down. That's 561-962-1231. Or you can go to our website at drrosscarter.com. That's drrosscarter.com to learn more. Until next time, this is Dr. Ross Carter, signing off.